Hello children, today I will read Topsy and Tim Help a Friend. One morning, Topsy and Tim met Stevie Dunton at the school gate. Stevie looked upset. "What's wrong, Stevie?" asked Tim. "I hate school," said Stevie. Stevie cheered up when they went into the classroom, but at break, he didn't want to go out to play. "What's wrong, Stevie?" asked Miss Terry. "Nothing," said Stevie, and he went outside. Topsy and Tim were playing it in the playground with their friends. Kerry was it. Stevie joined in and Kerry began to chase him. Stevie was a good runner. He was getting away from Kerry when James, the biggest boy in the class, stuck out his foot and tripped Stevie up. Stevie began to cry. "Cry, baby," shouted James and his friend Sylvie. Some of the children laughed. Topsy and Tim didn't, but they didn't know what to do. After break, it was PE. The children had to change into their plimsolls. Soon, everyone was ready except Stevie. "Come on, Stevie, we are waiting for you," said Miss Terry. "I can't find one of my plimsolls," said Stevie. "There it is," said Topsy, pointing to Stevie's peg. "How did it get there?" said Stevie. Tim saw Sylvie wink at James. After school, Topsy and Tim told Mummy about James and Sylvie. "James keeps on being nasty to Stevie," said Topsy. "And Sylvie copies him," said Tim. "I think Sylvie and James are being bullies," said Mummy. "What's a bully?" asked Topsy. "It's someone who likes to hurt or frighten other people," said Mummy. "They make everyone afraid to tell a grown-up. It was brave of you to tell me, and you should tell Miss Terry too." "But that's telling tales," said Topsy. "That's what bullies think," said Mummy. "That's how they get away with hurting other people." When Stevie was hanging up his coat the next day at school, James ran in. He grabbed Stevie's school bag and threw it across the room. "Catch, Sylvie!" he shouted. "That's not yours!" shouted Topsy. "Give it back to Stevie!" yelled Tim. Sylvie grabbed the bag and threw it back to James. James dropped the bag on the floor and everything fell out. Everyone laughed except Topsy and Tim and Stevie. "What's going on in here?" asked Miss Terry. "James did it," said Topsy. "He's always doing nasty things to Stevie." "He's a bully," said Tim. "All right, children, calm down," said Miss Terry. "I think it's time we had a class chat." When all the children were settled, Miss Terry talked to them about bullying. Then she asked them to tell her what bullies did. "They hit you and hurt you," said Andy Anderson. "They call you names," said Rai. "They make your friends be nasty to you," said Lewis. "They think it's funny and don't always know they are hurting your feelings," said Alice. "Why are bullies so unkind?" asked Topsy. "Sometimes bullies have been bullied themselves," said Miss Terry. "Then they take it out on someone else because it makes them feel big." Topsy and Tim began to feel sorry for the bullies. "I hate bullying," said Kerry. "Does anyone here like bullying?" asked Miss Terry. "No!" shouted all the children. At lunch, Miss Terry, James, Sylvie, and Stevie Dunton sat down to have a chat. "I'm sorry I have been mean to you," said James, looking upset. said Sylvie. We don't want to be bullies. Thank you for saying sorry, said Stevie. You did upset me, but let's be friends instead. Everyone played it together. Soon it was time to go back into the classroom. You look like you've been playing nicely, said Miss Terry. We've had lots of fun, said Tim. After school, Topsy and Tim and Stevie ran to the school gates to meet their mums. Was school all right today? Asked Stevie's mum. Yes, it was, said Stevie. I've got something to tell you. Stevie told his mum that James and Sylvie had been bullying him. Oh dear, said Stevie's mum, looking upset. Don't worry, mum, said Stevie. Topsy and Tim told Miss Terry about it and she talked to the whole class. I feel much better because James and Sylvie said they were sorry too. Stevie's mum gave him a big hug. Goodbye, Stevie, said Topsy and Tim. See you tomorrow. Stevie smiled and waved at them. See you tomorrow, he called. I can't wait for school now. That's all for today. Thank you for listening.